In a small village nestled among the lush green hills of Bangladesh, a young girl named Priya dreamed of becoming a doctor. Her eyes sparkled with determination as she watched the local physician tend to the sick, imagining herself in that role one day. But life had other plans for Priya. Her family struggled to make ends meet, and education seemed like a luxury they couldn't afford. Yet Priya refused to let go of her dream. She studied by candlelight, poring over borrowed textbooks long after her siblings had fallen asleep. As the years passed, Priya's resolve only grew stronger. She worked odd jobs, saving every taka she earned. Her parents, seeing her unwavering dedication, decided to support her dream, even if it meant going without necessities themselves. Finally, the day came when Priya left her village for the big city to pursue her medical studies. The bustling streets and towering buildings overwhelmed her, but she held her head high, clutching her dreams close to her heart. University life proved to be a constant uphill battle. Priya struggled to keep up with her city-bred classmates, who seemed to grasp complex concepts with ease. Nights turned into a blur of tears and frustration as she grappled with difficult subjects. But Priya refused to give up. She sought help from professors, joined study groups, and pushed herself harder than ever before. With each small victory, her confidence grew, fueling her determination to succeed. Yet, setbacks were never far away. Failed exams, financial struggles, and moments of crippling self-doubt threatened to derail her journey. There were nights when Priya cried herself to sleep, wondering if she had made a terrible mistake. In those dark moments, Priya would close her eyes and picture the faces of her family back home, their pride and hope resting on her shoulders. She thought of the village children who looked up to her, dreaming of following in her footsteps. These memories became her anchor, pulling her back from the brink of despair. As the years went by, Priya's hard work began to pay off. Her grades improved, and she started to excel in her clinical rotations. Professors who had once doubted her abilities now praised her dedication and skill. Then came the day of her final exams. Priya's hands trembled as she picked up her pen, the weight of her dreams pressing down on her. With a deep breath, she began to write, pouring years of struggle and determination onto the pages before her. Weeks later, Priya stood among her classmates, heart pounding, as the results were announced. When she heard her name called out as one of the top graduates, tears of joy streamed down her face. She had done it. Against all odds, the small-town girl had become a doctor. As Priya donned her white coat for the first time, she thought of the long journey that had brought her to this moment. Every tear shed, every obstacle overcome, had led her here. She realized that her struggles had not just made her a doctor, but had shaped her into the compassionate healer she had always dreamed of becoming. Returning to her village, Priya was greeted by a sea of proud faces. Children ran alongside her, their eyes shining with the same dreams she once held. As she stepped into the local clinic, ready to serve her community, Priya knew that her story was far from over. For in that moment, she saw in the eyes of those village children the spark of possibility. Her journey had not just been about fulfilling her own dreams, but about lighting the way for others to follow. And as she began her first day as Dr. Priya, she silently vowed to nurture those dreams, just as others had nurtured hers. Priya's story reminds us that with unwavering determination, even the most impossible dreams can become reality. It teaches us that our struggles do not define us, but refine us, shaping us into the people we are meant to become. And most importantly, it shows us that when we achieve our dreams, we have the power to inspire others to reach for theirs. So, to all the dreamers out there, remember Priya's journey. Let her story be a beacon of hope in your darkest moments. For within each of us lies the strength to overcome, to persevere, and to transform our wildest dreams into beautiful realities.